Today I'm talking about Beatrice Dominguez, who died in 1921 at the age of 24. She's famous for dancing the tango with Rudolph Valentino. And this is for one of the viewers. She requested that I do this video. Her username is Connie Hearts Valentino. Beatrice Dominguez was a Spanish-American actress and dancer. There is a debate about whether she was born in San Bernardino, California, or Chihuahua, Mexico. According to her great-grandniece, Allegra Garcia, she was born in Mexico and was of Spanish descent, not Mexican. Allegra has her own YouTube channel under her name, which is fascinating if you want to see her videos about Beatrice. I'll put the details in the description box underneath this video. There aren't many photos of Beatrice in the public domain and not much information as she died so young. Her parents were Beatrice Dominguez, whose maiden name was Valencia, and Jose Dominguez. Beatrice was known as Petra to differentiate between herself and her daughter. Beatrice had 4 sisters, Cecilia, Maria, Lola and Inez. Her birth name was actually Beatrice with the letter Z, but it was changed to the Beatrice spelt with the CE ending. Here she is dancing with Rudolph Valentino. Beatrice's ambition was to be a dancer. Her mother taught her Spanish dances. She became a professional dancer and was billed as La Bella Sevilla. Her relatives were from Seville in Spain. La Bella Sevilla translates to the beautiful Seville. She danced at the Mission Inn in Riverside, California on New Year's Eve in 1914. Here is the Mission Inn. She also danced at the Panama, California Exposition in San Diego in 1915. The exposition was a world exposition and was held in Balboa Park in San Diego between the 1st of January 1915 and the 1st of January 1917. It was held to celebrate the opening of the Panama Canal and to promote San Diego as the port of call for the ships passing through. She became the premier dancer at the exposition. This is the California State Building at the event. Beatrice came to the attention of movie star Douglas Fairbanks Sr. while dancing at the exposition, and he gave her a bit part in his movie, The Americano, in 1916. She is seen dancing in the opening sequence of the movie. She danced in vaudeville, but she wanted to continue working in the movie industry. After appearing in a few films, she joined Universal Studios. She was in the movie The Light of Victory in 1919 with actor Monroe Salisbury and actress Betty Compson. She was in another movie with Monroe called Sundown Trail in 1919. Then there was Hair Trigger Stuff with Hoot Gibson. Here is Hoot. His real name was Edmund. He was a rodeo champion as well as an actor and was successful in the cowboy film industry. Beatrice played Rosa, the housekeeper's daughter, in a 1920 silent western film serial called The Moonriders, which consisted of 18 episodes. Actor Art Accord was the star of the serial. She played the island girl in the movie Under Crimson Skies in 1920, which starred Elmo Lincoln. Here she is with Elmo. It also starred actress Mabel Borlin, who was married to the film director and artist Hugo Borlin. He produced murals for the Griffith Observatory, Wilshire Boulevard Temple, Burbank City Hall, and the Los Angeles Times Building. Beatrice had the role of Margarita in the 1921 movie The Fire Cat, which starred Edith Roberts. She had an untimely death at the age of 36 when she died after giving birth to her son Robert, but he wouldn't have been called Robert Roberts because her husband's name was Harold Carter. Beatrice achieved fame when she was cast in Rudolph Valentino's 1921 movie The 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. She danced the iconic Tango scene with Rudy in the film. The dance performance was mesmerising and showed how talented she was as a dancer. The scene inspired a tango craze in America, and Beatrice made dance and film history. It was a smash hit and became the top grossing film of 1921. It was one of the first films to make $1 million at the box office. It went on to make over $4 million worldwide. The film made Rudolph Valentino a superstar. When I watch any of his movies, I can't take my eyes off him. He has a magnetic quality because he's so handsome. Actress Alice Terry is his love interest in the movie, and she was the real-life love interest of the director of the picture, Rex Ingram. They married the same year that it was released, in 1921. The screenwriter June Mathis adapted the novel into the screenplay. She had seen Rudolph in a bit part in a movie called Eyes of Youth in 1919, which starred Clara Kimball Young. Here is a photo of the cast. Clara is in the centre. And can you spot Rudy? June may have seen Rudolph in a film called An Adventuress as well. This film had started with the title Over the Rhine in 1918, but had been shelved. 2 years later, it had been recut and given the new title of An Adventuress and released in 1920, but it didn't do well. This photo is courtesy of Orange County Archives. After Rudolph Valentino became famous because of the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, the film was re-released under the title The Isle of Love in 1922. The movie's claim to fame is because of who starred in it. As well as Rudy being in it, Virginia Rappe starred in it. She had died in mysterious circumstances involving Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle in 1921. I've made a video about it. The film studio was trying to capitalise on Rudy's sudden fame and the Virginia and Fatty Arbuckle scandal. The film also starred Julian Eltinge, who was an actor and a female impersonator. June Mathis insisted that Rudy got the part in the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. When June and Rex Ingram, the director, viewed the rushes and saw how great Rudy was, they expanded his role in it, and because of his dancing ability, they included the tango scene, which hadn't been part of the original story. Here is Rudy with June and director Rex Ingram. The actor on the ground is Pomeroy Cannon, who plays Rudy's grandfather in the film. One of the intertitles made me laugh. The intertitles, or the title cards, are the printed text that pops up in silent films. Printed on one of the cards is glass-eyed, carrot-topped sharks, which was used as an insult. Lots of animals appear in the movie too. Dogs, a cat, sheep, birds, a hamster on a wheel, a goldfish, and a cute capuchin monkey. Rudy shows up in designer stubble in the movie too, which is kind of a highlight for the female audience. I discovered that Gene Wilder made a movie in 1977 called The World's Greatest Lover, which is a parody film. He wrote it, produced it, directed it, and acted in it. He plays a Rudolph Valentino type character and does a spoof tango scene. Dom DeLuise is in it too, so if you're a Gene Wilder fan, then check that out because it's really funny. I met him once. I stood at the stage door of a theatre and got his autograph on the opening night. Here he is with Carol Kane. Douglas Fairbanks Sr. made the movie The Mark of Zorro in 1920. Beatrice was hired to dance at the premiere of the film at the Mission Theatre in Los Angeles. Beatrice's last cinematic endeavour was The White Horseman in 1921. It was another 18-part silent western serial and starred Art Accord, who is pictured here. When she was filming it, her appendix ruptured. She was taken to Clara Barton Hospital. She had 2 operations, but the doctors couldn't save her. She died on the 27th of February 1921 at the age of 24. They completed the film serial by using a stand-in actress to complete Beatrice's role. She died before the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse was released, and so she didn't get to see herself in the movie at a cinema and see its success. It's really sad. According to a 2013 Library of Congress report, more than 75% of silent films haven't survived. All of her movies are lost apart from The Americano, featuring her short dance clip, and The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Beatrice was buried in Calvary Cemetery in Los Angeles, California. This photo is from the My Silent Boyfriend Rudolph Valentino Facebook page. That was very sad, wasn't it? If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!